sir.
Hi, Raja.
Okay, so let's start for today. Yesterday we discussed about Oracle SOA in general. What are the building blocks of SOA, SOA standards, and we saw a couple of SCA architecture related diagram. Today we'll be going through this. There are a few slides on WebLogic server and SOA topology. So we'll just go through it. Then we'll see that installation steps, and also we'll see what is the difference between installing SOA Suite 11G and SOA Suite 12C. What are the different flavors of SOA Suite 12C installation? We'll go all through those screenshots.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so I will start with this. Okay, so as we know, like any application when we develop, then there needs to be some application server. There needs to be some server to host that application. So in case of SOA application, we have WebLogic server, which hosts our SOA application. It can not only host SOA application, it can host multiple type of application. And one of the prereq of WebLogic server, as it says, a JE based application server. So you need to have JDK installed on your system. Then only you can install this WebLogic server. So few points, like we already know, like one of the things is part of Fusion middleware family, and it needs JVM to run. So we need to have JDK installed on our system, and we won't go into the administration side of the how to administer WebLogic server. Our main purpose of using WebLogic server is to deploy our SOA application, test it out, and how to use as a from the point of debugging. Those are the things we will look into the server from the developer point of view.
Right. Yeah.
A few concepts like domain. So when we install SOA Suite, so there are different types of installation. One is like, if you install SOA Suite, you will get an integrated server that is available in your JDeveloper. So that creates a default domain. So domain is nothing which is basically it's a kind of a container for all of your WebLogic server resources. So whatever resources are there under your WebLogic server, like your server configuration and different script, everything is there inside a domain. So whenever we will be installing WebLogic server, it will create a domain. In case of integrated server, it creates a default domain, and if there is a standalone server, it will create a standalone domain. There also we'll see like there are different flavors of creating a domain, like a fully expanded domain, compact domain. We'll see how to create those different flavors of domain. Within the domain, we have a server. So by default, each domain will have admin server, which is the central server to control all the central WebLogic server resources. So admin server is the place where if you want to configure your data sources, or if you want to configure JMS or file adapter related, or if you want to configure database adapter related resources, you want to configure security. So anything common to WebLogic server, all the common resources we can configure in the admin server, and there will be one admin server per domain. Then there is one more thing like managed server. You have seen managed server while working for the different clients. So managed server comes to manage specific applications. For example, if I take the example of Oracle, so Oracle has different products like SCM product, financial, and CRM product.
Yeah.
So think about it. Yeah. If everything we deploy on admin server, what will happen if all the applications you deploy on admin server, and if there is an issue with the financials, and if you want to bounce your server, then you are stopping your admin server, and stopping your admin server means all your other applications also get impacted. Not only is financials, but it will also stop your CRM, SCM, all the applications will get stopped. So for that purpose, there will be a managed server for each specific application. For example, managed server for SOA, managed server for BAM, managed server for financial, managed server for SCM, so that if you need to stop the server, or if you need to do some application specific configuration changes, then you can do that on managed server, and that will separate it from the admin server. It will not impact the admin server. So that's why we have managed server.
Yeah, right now how we are structured is we have two managed servers. One is for real time, and other one is for event time.
Yeah, so that's what in production you will have. Like they will also have cluster. They will have primary server, secondary server, so that they can back up one server is down, and they will have multiple server for the load balancing also, so that the request can, if one server is loaded, then the request can go to the second server, and this WebLogic will take care of session replication and all those things.
You are saying load balancer within the SOA server? You mean like OTD or something, or OTD, or is it F5 or something?
Yeah, I'm just talking about in the generic term that we have cluster which has group of managed server working together in case of primary server, secondary server, so that in case of there is a failure in one server, the request can be redirected to another server in the cluster.
Okay.
So in 12c means okay, for a development purpose you don't need to have managed server, and in 12c there is an option to go even without managed server, like even the SOA server and SOA composites can be deployed on the admin server. So for that there is a different way of deployment. We will look into it. Okay, so these are the same thing explaining about the domain. Okay, so now means once you install your WebLogic server and you have a standalone WebLogic server installation, so you will have a folder structure like this. You will be having a middleware home, and under that you will find user projects, and under that you will find domain. Under domain you will find your domain name. So till domain name is the base directory. Under the domain you will find all other domain related resources like servers directory, where you can find admin server, managed server, and config directory. So those things will be available under your domain. So let me directly go and see you. So okay, so this is my 12c installation, and this is a compact installation. Here actually you will not find these things like user projects, whatever you are seeing here now. Let me go one slide back. So normally if you are having fully expanded domain, if you have a fully expanded WebLogic domain, you will find user projects. Yeah.
1 second. Oh, sorry, one. Yes, sorry about that.
Okay. If you have a fully standalone WebLogic server installation, then you will get this kind of folder structure. Under middleware home, you will get user projects, domains, and under domain you will get this your whatever the domain name you have given. In 12c compact installation, directly under middleware, so this is where you will find the domain. There won't be any user project directory. So first time when you will do a SOA installation, you can give your directory where you want to do a SOA installation, and it will get installed under this Oracle home. Everything will get installed under Oracle home, and you will not have this directory. This SOA_domain, you will not have it. Actually, the default name is base_domain. So this I have given a specific name, SOA domain. So this directory will not present when you will install your SOA suite in your system. So this directory will come once you do a standalone domain creation. So that is a separate step to create a standalone domain. Then this directory will come. And again, the directory structure will be not be like this. If you are doing a compact domain, then it will not be, you will not get like user project domain and like this. Directly you will get your domain created under middleware, and under this you will see all those folders like server folder. So in the compact domain you will get only one server, admin server, and startup scripts. All the scripts will be in the bin folder. Then all the configuration will be in the config folder. So in my system I have two installation. One is 12C and 11G. So 11G is under this folder. So this is middleware, same. And the difference is that in the 11G installation, you can see we have user projects. Under user projects, we have domains. Under domain, we have this SOA domain. Under SOA domain, then the same set of directory. But there is a difference. If it's a full-fledged domain creation, you will get directory structure like the user project, domain, SOA domain, and then under this you will get all the server related under this servers you will have admin server, BAM server, SOA server. SOA server and BAM server are the managed server for which you need to start your managed server to work on it, and admin server is the central server. So there is the one difference in the way you create your domain. The folder structure will get created. Any questions on that?
What is the difference between the integrated domain and the standalone domain?
Okay. So in the JDeveloper, you can also use integrated server, right? You can start your integrated server from the JDeveloper. This creates a default domain that is basically a domain which will kind of binded to the JDeveloper. Once you close your JDeveloper, your server will also get closed. Standalone domain is not binded to the JDeveloper. It's not attached, associated to the JDev session. So once we have a standalone domain, I can run my server. Even if I close my JDeveloper, my server is still running. So it gives me an added advantage that I can keep my server running, and as and when required, I can open my JDev and deploy on the standalone server. That's why the name is standalone. Standalone server. Again, a standalone WebLogic deployment has different flavors. One flavor is expanded domain creation, where it will create your admin server and managed server like this. Managed server for SOA and BAM. One is the compact domain creation. In compact domain creation, there will not be any managed server. There will be no managed server, only admin server. And you will deploy all your application, whether it's a Java application, JE application, or SOA application on the admin server. Advantage is that if you are using your personal system, then it has limited resources and you have limited memory. So if you are learning the things with a single server deployment, it will use less space and less memory, and still you can learn all the same things with this compact deployment. Okay, and I will show you with the screenshots. I will show you this we covered. Okay. Now let's come the installation part. So till 11G, SOA Suite installation was a complex process. Till SOA Suite 11G. In 11G, you need to do these many steps to do a SOA Suite installation on a system. So what are the things you need to do in 11G? I have listed out. You need to have an Oracle database. So for development purpose, we generally download Oracle XC, for which you don't need any license, and it's open source, and you can download Oracle XC database in your system. Once database is downloaded, then you need to install SOA schemas on the database. SOA schemas in the sense that we are using SOA. So SOA also needs some SOA related tools.
Metadata.
Yeah, metadata, correct. So there is a utility provided by Oracle, repository creation utility. This is the RCU, this is a bat file or script file which you need to run, and once you run this, you can connect to a database and it will install all the schema metadata required for SOA on that database. So we need to run it separately. After installing the database, we need to run this RCU utility for installing SOA schema on a database. Then if you are not having JDK, then you need to install JDK. And again, there is a version also for 12C. There is JDK 1.7.51 at least you need to have.
Yeah, I have JDK.
Okay. Then after JDK, you need to install WebLogic server separately. There will be, you need to download WebLogic server installer and then you need to install it. After installing WebLogic server, you need to download SOA suite installer file and install it. Then you need to download JDeveloper and install it. Even after downloading JDeveloper, you will not be able to create SOA project. You need to install SOA extension plugin in the JDeveloper. Once you install SOA extension plugin in the JDeveloper, then you will be able to create SOA projects. So this is only for the Oracle SOA suite. And for OSB, again, you need to download different you need plugin or IDE you need to use to create OSB projects. So all these things, all these steps you need to do for SOA suite 11G. Now, all these.
Sorry, for OSB, you said we need to download what? Plugin and.
OSB, for OSB, you cannot create OSB project with this SOA extension. For OSB, different set of plugins is required. I have not looked into it. If you want, I can check it and tell you. But if you do OSB training, they will tell you what basically you need to download for 11G. But for SOA Suite 12C, OSB comes along with the SOA 12C installation. You don't need to download it separately. In SOA Suite 12C, there is one single installer file, and if you install it, it will install your Java database. A Java database, it will install you. It will install you RCU. Single installer file will install the RCU, SOA metadata on the Java DB. Then JDK you need to have, it's a prereq. JDK you need to have it before installing SOA Suite 12C. And then the same installer file will install WebLogic server. It will install Oracle SOA Suite. It will install JDeveloper with SOA Suite extension, OSB, everything will get installed with a single installer file. So this 12C has made the life of developers very easy. Instead of doing all sort of different steps, single exe file you need to install. It will install you all the things which are mentioned here, except Oracle database. If you want to use Oracle database, you need to install it separately, and JDK is a prereq, so you need to have it separately. All other things it will install it, including OSB it will install it.
Okay.
Okay, so now coming to the okay, so what you need to do, you need to go to this Oracle site, 12C installation site, and you need to download Oracle SOA Suite 12C generic version. Generic version you need to download it, and you can check whether you need 32 or 64 bit what version. And instead of Microsoft Windows, you select this generic version and download this installer file on your system.
Okay.
Then unzip the downloaded installer to some location in your system. After unzipping it, if you go to that location, for example, I have unzipped to this particular location, you will find this jar, SOA quick start dot jar. To run this jar, you can give this command java hyphen jar, and whatever the SOA quick start dot jar. This version number will change. Means I have downloaded some time back, so this version number will change. So you give this command. Once you give this command, it will launch a window. It will launch an installer window like this.
Okay.
And then you just go through all these steps and click next. The first time if you click next, then it will give you this directory where your SOA suite will get installed. So by default, it will give this directory: C Oracle middleware Oracle underscore home. But sometimes it's possible you are already having some installation in this particular directory. It's very much possible you already have a Oracle directory which is available, and you are having some different installation. You can change the directory. For example, I have changed the directory from Oracle to Oracle 12c.
Okay.
If you already have a directory, then
I have a lot of Oracle directories.
Then you can create a directory with Oracle 12c, and you can select this kind of path: Oracle 12c middleware Oracle home. So you don't install in the same Oracle directory, because if you install it, there will be conflict with the JDK and those things, and your server will not start and it will not work properly. So go with a fresh directory, new directory.
Okay.
Okay. So create a 12c directory and install browse and change the path, and then it will tell you the prereq check. If there is any warning, you can ignore it, and then click next, and then it will give you an installation summary. It will also tell you how much disk space is required and how much is available. Memory wise, is good if you have more than 6 GB RAM plus. 4 GB also it may run, but it will be slow. Ideally 8 GB is very much like it will run without any issue if the RAM is 8 GB. But with 4 GB also it runs, but it will be very slow. You need to close all the other files and
No, I think
any other running program.
I have 8 GB on my working.
Then it's sufficient. 8 GB is sufficient. And then you click install, then it will start installing everything. You just keep waiting till it installs. It gives you 100%, and you will see all the tick mark. So once this is done, it's done. Your SOA suite is installed. Not only your SOA suite, it has installed your WebLogic server, JDeveloper. It has installed your Java DB. It has applied RCU on the Java DB. It has installed OSB. It has installed this SOA suite extension on the JDeveloper. It has done everything. Click finish. Now you are ready to create a SOA project. So once you click finish, and if you have your start JDeveloper icon, this check, you will see your JDeveloper open like this. So this is 12c JDeveloper. Now you close this JDeveloper, close this JDev and set the environment variables first, and then you can reopen the JDev. So what are the environment variable we need to set? One environment variable is JDev user directory. If you don't set this environment variable, what will happen when you create any project in JDeveloper? It will create that project in some default location. If you are using Windows, then it will create your project in some roaming apps data, some folder, default folder. It will create it. But if you want to create all your projects in some specific folder, then you need to set this user directory, jdev underscore user underscore directory. Here I have set my given this path, C jdev 12c work area. I have given this. So whatever projects I create here, it will go in this. Where is this? The JDF 12C work area. Okay. So this all my projects will go here. All my projects will go here. Whatever the path I have given, it will get created in that path. So this is good if you want to keep all your projects in your specified part instead of JDF deciding where your project gets created. So this option is good. I would recommend you to use this option so that you can keep all your projects what you are creating in your specified directory. Okay, this is one thing. Other thing is that okay, so you need to give we have installed this SOA suite, right? So it has given me a Oracle home. So this is my Oracle home
Yeah,
for
right. Yeah.
SOA suite 12C. So you need to create a user variable. You need to create a environment variable to so that it points to that Oracle home. It's possible that you might be having already a Oracle underscore home. You
Yeah, I
already
have
might be having.
lot of
So
Oracle homes.
then what you can do, you just add a suffix like Oracle home 1, 2, 3, something like that.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, and give and associate it to this particular value.
Okay. Maybe if I need help, I'll reach out to you.
Yeah, sure. I will ask Rajesh to give you this document. You follow it, and you should be able to install it. There is only problem with since you already having lots of installation related to Oracle. So for you, it should work. But if there is any conflict, then only you will get an issue. But I think it should work if you make it a unique, give some unique variable name.
Okay. And how
Okay.
about Oracle database installation? Can you please give me the URL?
For what?
Oracle
Database.
database, yeah, database installation.
Hi, I will tell you. So, okay, so means if you search in the Google, means if you, these links just come if you just do a search in the Google, you will come it. But this is the link for means I will give you the document with the screenshot also. But this is the link for this installing Oracle SOA Suite 12C.
Okay.
Okay, so for database also you can Oracle XC database download. If you do it like this, so it will give you link. It will take you to
So
the
should I do 11G or 12C or how is it?
database is okay. I think database what database I am having. Database I think it's 11G should be also be fine.
Okay.
Okay, anyways, giving, I don't think 11G should be fine. I don't think there's any issue. From here, you just what you want 64-bit, 32-bit, whatever you want, you
Yeah,
can
I have
download
64-bit Windows.
it. So you just search Oracle XC database download, go to the Oracle site, accept the license, and download this for Oracle database installation. And this Word document anyway I can give you. And but if you want to refer Oracle documentation steps, you can always.
Can you please give this URL in the chat?
Yeah, sure. I will bring it. Okay. Okay, so I have just pinged you few links. One is for a SOA Suite 12C installation link, and second one is compact domain creation. which I'll be covering next after this. And the third one is Oracle database download and install link. Okay.
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 Sorry, I
You
didn't
didn't
see.
get it?
One second. Yeah. No, I don't know where it went.
Okay, maybe you didn't get it. One minute.
Okay, chart window I have opened. I will ping you. Mm. Yeah, I pinged you on the chart window. Okay,
So
now
I'll just okay. I just again pinged you. Okay.
okay.
Okay. Uh, so once you have set that environment variables, Oracle Home and JDev user directory, after setting these two environment variables, open the JDeveloper again. Open the JDeveloper again. So for testing your SOA setup, means for testing your SOA installation or SOA setup, you can directly test your SOA setup from JDeveloper. Whatever the installation you have done, that is sufficient to create a SOA suite project. That is sufficient to create a SOA project and deploy and test it. So you can what you can do, you can start your start your integrated server. After this, we will also see how to do standalone domain creation. But if you want to just test whatever you have installed, whether it's working or not, you can go to the JDeveloper run and start the server, integrated server.
Okay.
So first time when you start that integrated server, it will create a default domain. You can see default domain. So it will ask for the password. You can give any password. Like generally we give WebLogic 1. So WebLogic 1, and this is the default port 7101 for integrated server.
Okay.
So these things will not change. So we'll just give the password and start that integrated server. So you will see something like that. It will create a default domain for integrated WebLogic server, and then finally it will, after the domain creation, it will create a domain and then it will start the server. So finally you will see something like that. SOA platform is running and accepting requests. So integrated server is started. At the end, it means that your server is started up and running. Now you can create a simple SOA project, deploy and test it out. And before creating a simple SOA project, just check whether your admin server console and enterprise manager, these these are coming fine or not. So default is local host, and okay, so this port is for a standalone port. This is the default port for a standalone WebLogic server deployment.
Okay, but
For
we started the integrated, right?
so you should change the port to 7101 console.
Okay. Is it
Right now it's
this is documented in your document?
it's documented. It's documented. It's
But
the
while
document this document has the steps also to create your first hello world kind of SOA project and deploy and test it out.
okay, sure.
Okay. Okay. So
While installing,
Okay.
how about the domain preferences and all? Do I need to provide any domain preferences? Does it
Till
create?
now, okay. Till now, we have not means came to that particular step. Till now, whatever we have done is SOA suite installation and integrated server, domain creation, and server stuff. You will not. It will not means till now you will not have to set the domain preferences and those things.
Okay, but how do I specify that? Uh, uh, I need this many managed servers and one admin server. Uh,
Okay, okay. That step we have not come till that step.
okay.
What we have done is SOA Suite installation, which will install your WebLogic server, JDeveloper, and SOA Suite. We have not. That will come when you will be creating your configuring your domain. So till now we have not configured the domain. What we have done is SOA Suite 12 installation, and you have created an integrated domain. In integrated domain, you cannot specify I want one managed server, two managed server, or kind of. In integrated domain, in the integrated server installation, it will create a default domain with one admin server and it will start it up. You cannot specify anything. Okay, I will just mention that path. I don't think the path is here, so I will just mention the path here. So you have this server started. So let me. So you will get this one.
Okay.
This one is for integrated server. This is the path. So this path will bring you this page, admin server console page, and then for enterprise manager you will have something like this one, 7101. So this is your default enterprise. Yeah, that 1 minute. So this will be for EM path, enterprise manager path. So once your server is start, just go means open both URLs, one for admin server and one for enterprise manager. So you will see something like this. For admin server, it's the normal. This is the UI you will be seeing.
Yeah, I'm
For
familiar. Yeah.
enterprise manager 11G, if you are using 11G, you will not see this kind of UI.
No,
So this is
I'm familiar. I'm familiar with Colsi.
okay. Okay, so it's just to check your server is up and running, and then you can create a
also see all the components are up and
yes. So once you are done with it, next okay, we'll come up with this creating a simple SOA application and testing the deployment. We'll do it later. So this is your integrated server domain creation, integrated server. This is the after that you can create SOA project, deploy on your integrated server and test it out. Now coming to the next means creating a standalone domain. For creating a standalone domain, okay, so so I have pinged you this URL also. So it lists all the steps which you need to do for configuring a compact domain. So here only it tells about what are the different flavors of the domain. Uh, Okay, so these are the steps you need to do for compact domain creation. You need to follow this link which I have given you. One is that you need to create the means one first thing is that for a standalone normally we'll go with external database. For a standalone domain creation you need to have external database. For integrated domain, you don't need to have an external database. You can use the integrated DB, that is Java DB, which comes along with this SOA suite installation. So your integrated server will use that Java DB. For a standalone, you need to have an external database. So
Okay.
you need to have this external DB installed, and then you need to create a repository. You need to create a repository. Creating repository means applying the SOA metadata on your external DB.
Okay.
And then you need to configure a domain for compact domain deployment. Means you need to configure a compact domain. For that, okay, so let me show you. Okay, this one. This is the compact disk setup. You need to go to the bin directory. There are scripts to configuring the domain. So once you have your Oracle SOA Suite installed, you can create a standalone domain. For configuring the domain, you need to go to this Oracle common bin path. It has this script set wlst env. So you need to double click on this particular script, which is highlighted here. Once you double click this script, it will launch this configuration wizard for creating a domain. So it has an option: create a new expanded domain, create a new compact domain, and update an existing domain. Expanded domain means you will go and create it will go and create admin server, manage server, everything inside it. Update an existing domain means you already have a domain and you want to add one more, maybe you want to add one more managed server or something like that. And create a new compact domain is what I am having, which will means create a standalone domain, but it will have only admin server. It will not have any managed server. So from the performance point of view and keeping your RAM and space, everything, so this is the recommended one. Create a new compact domain. So I've selected create a new compact domain, and the domain location will be the same domain location which I have done the SOA Suite installation. So I have done the SOA Suite installation, and this was my domain, SOA Suite domain. So domain location will be the same. So I'm going to create a new compact domain. So what it will do, it will create a compact domain, means it will create one more directory here, domain directory here. Whatever the name you will give, it will create the one more domain directory here. This domain directory will have your bin directory, and where you can go and start your WebLogic server. Means you need to go to this path and start your WebLogic server by using this script. In case if you go for expanded domain, then you need to start two servers, one admin server and one start managed WebLogic server, and you need to give your managed server name, like start managed WebLogic this script space SOA underscore server 1. So it will start your managed server. Two server you need to start if you go with that expanded form, and one server means anyway you need to start that admin server. So for the compact domain, just starting the admin server is sufficient. And this is not connected to your JDeveloper. You can close your JDeveloper, still the server will be running. Okay. So now coming to here, then.
So for the training requirements, you would just limit to the default installation.
You can actually default is the integrated one, means you don't even need to create a integrated one, but the integrated has performance issues in the sense that it will become slow in a day or two. Each time you need to stop the server, start the server. Second thing is that integrated is connected to your you can connect to the Oracle database also, that's fine, but you can use integrated, but some of the things will not work with that integrated.
Okay.
Integrated will not support. So means you can, for starting, you can start with that integrated. Anyway, you will be deploying SOA Suite 12c, and you will can, for starting you can start with the integrated. But parallelly, I will recommend you to create a compact domain also.
Okay, you will provide some help, right? In case if I run into.
Yes, yes. Means if you have any issues, then I will obviously help you to. You should not. It's all means all the screenshots are given exactly what you need to do. If you follow as per the steps, you should not face an issue. But still, if you face the issue, then I will help you out. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So create a compact domain, and then you will get this particular screen. It will list you what are the things it will get installed. If you see here, Oracle Service Bus, Oracle SOA Suite, Oracle B2B, everything is checked here. So all the Oracle BAM, Oracle Business Activity Enterprise Manager, everything will get
Yep.
installed as a part of domain creation. So keep it checked, don't uncheck it, and click next. And then you give your password, whatever the admin password you want, and then it will click, just follow, click next, and JDK, the JDK which you have used for your SOA Suite installation, the same JDK we need to use for this domain installation also. So JDK should match whatever we have used for the SOA Suite, the same should use for this one. So JDK, whatever the default selection, I just went through it, and then it will connect to your database configuration, which DB you want to point to. Then you need to give the database details. Like here I have selected the Oracle XCDB. So for XCDB, default host is localhost, default port is 1521, and while okay, so this one is basically
Schema and password.
Is
it going?
Yeah.
Schema and
actually,
password.
Okay. So actually, I have told you there are two steps for compact. One is RCU, and second is this compact domain.
Okay.
There are two steps are there. So here, so installing this. Where is this?
So this is RCU schema you connected to now.
Yeah, I will show you. So there are two things: installing required schema and configuring a compact domain. The first step is the installing required schema. So that document is also I'm having. So here, for installing schema, you again go to this bin directory, Oracle Common Bin. Actually, you will do this step first. So you will have Oracle XC database installed. Then means you are having SOA Suite installation done. Your integrated server part you have done. Maybe you have tested your sample application also. Then for this domain configuration, come to this bin folder, and there you need to run this. There is RCU script here. That RCU script you need to open it. All the steps are mentioned here in this also. Installing required. If you go to here, so it's mentioned everything here also in this. So you go to this common bin. There is a script file rcu.bat in case of Windows. So this rcu.bat, if you double click this rcu.bat, it will open this this wizard, repository creation utility wizard.
Yeah, but which Oracle home I go to? Is it the new where
new
I install the XC database?
Yes, this one.
I have number of Oracle homes. Okay.
This is for your SOA Suite. This whatever we are doing is for the SOA Suite domain server installation. So you are going to use this Oracle Home for 12c. Oracle Home for 12c. For both compact domain and RCU configuration.
No. My question is it the Oracle home of XC database, or is it Oracle home of the SOA 12c suite where you install?
This is Oracle Home of 12c installation.
Okay. Okay,
Okay.
But if you go and run at this Oracle home, how come it is connecting to the SC database? Okay, because you gave the SC
That
database,
yeah,
XC database.
that step we have not come. So you go here and RCU this script, you double click it. Once you double click this script, you will get this repository creation utility page, right? Then click next and select this default option. Click next,
System.
and then you give your database details, which database this RCU will connect.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
so you
Okay.
have your Oracle database XE installed. So we gave all the host name, port, username, and that while installing the database, you will be having one sys username and whatever the password you will give while installing the DB. The same password you can give here.
So, okay, while installing XC database, you will be you will be prompted to enter a schema name.
Password,
This
not
schema.
schema name. This is the default username. It will be there.
Mhm.
Password you will be asked to give
Enter.
while okay.
Okay.
So you can give the sys username. So this is a inbuilt user available with the Oracle XE installation, and password whatever the password you have selected while installing the Oracle XCDB, the same password you give here, and then means you can just ignore this warning, and it will then it will apply that all the metadata on this particular Oracle DB. Okay,
Okay. Yeah,
so here
looks like it is going to take a lot of time, right, to install.
for installation it will not take much time. These are the steps, additional steps to configure your standalone domain. For installation, that was only one single uh, Oracle SOA suite installation, and you
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, for
domain
standalone.
creation.
Yeah, right.
You
For
just need
for for integrated installation, for integrated domain, uh, for just installing the SOA tools, do I need to? Is it a prerequisite that I download the XC database, or that is not required until I want to create my standalone?
that is not required for your Oracle SOA suite installation. Only you need to have JDK installed, and you can just directly go and install Oracle SOA suite installation. Start that integrated server, and you are ready to go with SOA project creation and deployment. These are additional steps. Once you are free and you have time, you can go and create it. This will help you for advanced projects.
Okay.
Okay, I'm explaining you means when you have time you can uh, go through this installation also, compact domain installation also. Each has steps, screenshot is there to guide you. So all these things, all these metadata will get applied on your database.
Okay,
All these
but
things will you just
how come you are how are you selecting all the schema names and all?
this is by default you will get. I am not selecting it. You
Okay,
once you
okay,
click next, you will get these options.
okay, okay,
By default you from the script it will populate you in the wizard.
okay,
You just need to click next button,
okay,
and you just need to go through this next okay kind of this some at some point of time it will ask your schema password, whatever the password you are giving here na, while RCU schema creation, the same password uh, the same password is what is expecting here, schema owner and the schema password. What password is asking here is the same password what you have given while installing means use same password for all schema. In RCU step you have given some password. That password you need to give in compact domain creation.
okay.
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 And then you need to click next. Most of the time you need to click next only. You don't need to do anything. You need to click next, and it will install everything. And finally you will go on this configuration summary page. Don't check anything. Just click next and click create. And this create, you will actually create your standalone domain, compact domain. So it will create it, and finally you will see this message, domain created successfully. Click next, and it will tell you what is your domain location and what is your admin server URL. In this URL only, if you replace console by EM, then it will give you this, and it has given Raju Kumar. This is my machine name, but you can change it to local host and click finish. So this step, these two steps means RCU installation and compact domain creation. These two steps will create your standalone compact domain, and this will give you this directory. This directory, you will get this directory, and using this directory you can, if you want to start your standalone server, then you can go and start your standalone server using the start WebLogic. So these documents I will share you, but what I will recommend you to just create SOA suite in SOA suite. Just create this SOA suite 12c by downloading this installer and clicking on by using this command. So this will install your SOA suite, and then your JDev will launch, and then run your server. So this step you complete it. Rest of the steps you can leave it as of now. You can do it later, like which are related to the standalone domain creation. You can leave it later. Two things you do it: install SOA suite 12c and start your integrated server. This is required to test any of your SOA examples. If you want to do hands-on and test it out, then at least you need to do these two steps: install SOA suite 12c and start your server. Okay.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Then in the next class, I will do a small POC with Hello World kind of SOA suite project. I will create, deploy, and test it out.
Okay, sure.
And we'll explore Enterprise Manager from the SOA perspective.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's all for today.
Are you covering this OTD? Do you have the OTD implemented in your installation?
So we are not covering the OTD. Means I'll be covering as per the course content which is available on the website, and you can get it from Rajesh also.
Okay. But I think OTD is one of the major change, right?
If you want, I can provide you the documentation. I will check it out and provide you the documentation. OTD generally is not part of SOA suite. These are most of, like, I think, integration related tools.
Yeah, we widely use OTD for all the SCA2 USB URLs will be OTD URLs. What we have is OTD URLs.
I will okay. So we'll cover.
We don't use managed servers URLs. Any communication between SCA to USB components will be OTD.
I will try to provide you some documentation on OTD, and if you have some specific questions, then you can let me know.
Okay.
Okay. That's all for today, and we'll meet the same time tomorrow. Yeah.
Okay. Please can you send me the document and
Yeah, sure. So I will send you all these documents which I have shown it to you today.
Okay. Okay, thanks.